Well, I was going to start this commentary in the preseason, but Abendroth picked up a minor injury, so I thought I'd start now. I suppose if you are going to get injured, it's better that you get injured in the off-season and recover in time for the season proper. And as you can imagine, for a club that only won 8 times this season, we didn't get any season-ending awards for our players. Notably, Lukas Podolski was down in the second division. Not a surprise that he ended up being the MVP and top scorer though. He is a much better player than that, and I hope Cologne returned to the first league. I assume they did if Podolski was awarded MVP. Sistol is offering a substantially larger contract than any of these other offers. Even if it's for 3 years, the only clause is no relegation to second league, which we can do easily. I'm also probably just going to take the money in the sub-sponsors as well. I'm not seeing any particular privileges or penalties that would cause me to go otherwise. 18 million euros in total. And that actually became 20 million because I saw our TV contract got added to the pool without the game necessarily telling me that was the case. We have a coach opening, and I'm almost tempted to get this guy as a future manager candidate because he would be great. His tactical fitness. Only problem is he doesn't have a regular formation that I like. I don't really like 3 at the back, and I don't really want to cage up with 5 at the back either. And for scouts, I'm going to move on from Abadi and bring in Garifis. Even though Germany's not one of his favourite regions, I could always send him to the Netherlands. We're in the top league now. It would make sense for us to start scouting overseas. This is also the first time I've thought about changing some kit numbers here and there. I try not to change too many, but I've given Eibler the 3 and Kosaka the 6. Gonna raise my annual ad costs and ticket price by 10% each and set the season ticket sales to 3,000. Our preseason is going to be similar to last time. We're going to give the American Club Cup another attempt. We missed out on it last time, and that leaves us just enough time for a camp. I was looking for a place with good growth rate that we haven't been to before. Dakar would be a good place to go. Growth rate of 4, not too expensive. Apparently, this is a location where pretty much any type of training will work well. But physical and tactical are the best options. We usually do well with physical training on our own, so I'll use this to prop up our tactics. I decided that none of the youths that were 18 turning 19 were worth calling up, but Ellard is someone I want in my club or right now. He's just turned 17, and the only reason I didn't call him up sooner is because if I call him up now, he'll have 2 full years on his contract as opposed to me needing to renew immediately. No, not the ground expansion, but I'll get the ground with lights level 2. I'll hold off on the clubhouse level 2 because we don't quite need it yet, but the weights gym, the treadmill room, and the training room. Just trying to speed up our training gains. It's a new season, but largely the same team. I'm going to play the first string against Cairo, and then whoever doesn't get on for this match, I'm going to give them a shot against Yan. Oh, that's a rusty start. I don't know why Geeson came off his line so far. Oh, and it just gets worse. Red card in a friendly match. What are you doing, Ludwig? If we're going to have a bad game, I'd rather it happen now before it actually matters. And in fact, I'm fast forwarding this game because the result doesn't really matter. So I think I might as well give some of our usual backups a... Oh, Hafez is also off with his second yellow card. He flips off the referee because that was a soft second. Of course, last time we saw a team go down to 9 men, they ended up winning 2-1, but I doubt we're going to be able to do the same here because it's already injury time, and we just need to defend. We lose. We could promote Muller too. I'll think about it. He's not quite as good as Alert, but he is a close second. Because if we end up struggling to give all of these players playing time, we can always loan some of them out now that we're a homegrown club. I can only do it once per player, but that'll help get everyone more playing time. In the wake of the first failing against Cairo, I've done what I said I was going to do and put the entire second string out for our match against Jan. It's funny to think that Ryan is a second stringer at this point, even though he was still our top goal scorer last season. Not much to talk about so far in this match. I'll have to remember to go back to normal speed before the end so that we're not fast forwarding through the actual competition. Done that now for the last few minutes. I actually subbed Abendroff on even though he's still injured. I just want him to get at least one match in this off-season so he doesn't lose all of his fitness and he actually scores while still slightly crocked. Well done. Oh, this is an interesting play. The keeper wanted to go after it, but then he decided not to, and he's given us a 3-play. No. Well, we win the match. More importantly, that good music can only mean one thing. The training camp went well for us. On the other side of camp, I took care of a few things in the training menu, reset my lineup to the first string, and set up my save versus save data. I do that on a per season basis. I've got a bunch of Leipzigs from seasons 1 to 5 now. It gives me the option of at some point having a bonus episode where we go through how SV Leipzig evolved throughout its history. In the meantime, it's all about trying to win the American Club Cup. Been a slow start to the game. They've had 2 shots to our 1, but ours was the only one that was on target. Ooh, promising attack. Oh, it looks good even after the initial attack was closed down, but Ludwig still having trouble finding the target. And because of that, San Jose is going to get the last attack. Oh, they missed the cross though, and that'll probably bring up full time. And that's exactly what ended up happening. So, another 30 minutes. Oh! This game had penalty shootout written all over it. It's going to be decided by a penalty potentially. That is, unless Geeson can turn it away. No, he doesn't. Our only other way would be to somehow equalise late. We are going to be given enough time to try it. Geiger into the box but cleared out, and the American Club Cup's going to elude us for another season. You know, the most frustrating part isn't even so much missing out on the cup, but missing out on the chance to get more pre-season match experience for our players. Because once your schedule is locked in for the month, you don't get to change it. I would have liked to have added another pre-season friendly after the fact. Instead, we're just going to have to hope the team figures out what it's doing by August. Franzen sprained, he'll probably be back for the opener anyway. I also think it might be time to use loan transfers for the first time. I am going to loan out Muller, and looking at Muller's own preferred policy and the tactical fitness diamonds of the available clubs, I think Veendam is a good destination. Oof, Dobner is out with a sprain. We should be okay as long as Geeson doesn't get a major injury. And goalkeepers never get major injuries. You see, you can only ever get minor injuries in training. You can only get a major injury from getting tackled. And goalkeepers, it's a once in a blue moon occurrence for them to get tackled. As for player popularity PR, it didn't work for Hafez last time, but I think Binns is due for a breakout season. And also, I can't back out of it now they've said yes. So I have to commit at this point. Meanwhile, Muller's loan transfer has been approved. You keep saying this, Cornets, and it never matters in the end. What does matter is that Franzen is back from his injury just in time for our opening fixture. We're facing Wolfsburg at home, and I think Franzen is good enough to at least come off the bench here. I've got a lot of defenders in good form today, to the point where Amend missed out on the lineup entirely, not something you see all the time. Oh, this is interesting though. Fisher sent off just 9 minutes in. It was 10 minutes 48 to be precise, but still a very quick end to his opening game. As Binns, we're keeping up the pressure here. Geiger is going to score off the corner set play. Oh, but our defense still looking shaky. Is that in the box? No, it is not in the box, but it's still very close. And he just makes it look too easy. Second half now, and we have potentially plenty of space to work with on offense. Baumgart's is in. Binns, good shot. He scores. Up! No, that was a terrible call, ref. He clearly dived. I thought that was going to be a pretty regulation tackle. And now Geeson has to make a save to save the result, which he can't do because this guy is way too clinical with his finishing. Oh, but it's not over yet. There's a through ball for Ludwig. Oh, why did you take an extra touch? I feel robbed by that. We were ahead twice in this game. With the squad not being much different to the one that finished 14th last season, we don't know how many chances we're going to get to win a game like that. So I hope the 2 points doesn't come back to bite us. Several players who missed game 1 rotating in now for game 2. Some for form reasons, sometimes just for the sake of playing them. Leverkusen, going to be significantly more difficult than Wolfsburg. Oh, some good build-up play here. And, a bit of a mix-up. No, they managed to counter-attack instead. We got to close that down. Or he could just shoot way too early. Geeson, save on the line. Oh, and now Abendroth down the other end has managed to put it through. It was a brilliant play by Lindpartner, I believe. And Geeson has blown it. You should not be conceding from that far out. We've still got time to take another lead here. My substitution options were kind of limited by who got yellow carded, but we have a chance. I thought we were destined to score. Leverkusen just haven't had the class that they showed last season. We have had the better of them. They just had a fluky goal off a free kick. It would be a shame if we only scored 1 point off of this. There's Ryan. It's blocked, and we do only get 1 point. We've got Dobner back from an injury, so now we have 2 goalkeepers to choose from for each game again. And I've decided he will get the nod against Munich in a largely unchanged starting 11, though I will be looking to sub on the remaining 2 players that haven't gotten a game yet this month. Some good plays to start. That stays in bounds, and well, someone got it in the end. Their goalkeeper made an absolute meal of it. I'm liking the way the team is playing now. We just need to handle the pressure of being in the lead better, and we can have a really good season. Binns comes up, but he gets saved. Been a little bit sloppy with the ball in general since the goal score, but here's a chance now. He's been taken down. Arguably a soft penalty again. Binns takes the kick, and it's in. Is that going to be 3? It's going to be 3. Binns gets a brace. I thought about subbing him off, but I kept him on. Meanwhile, Munich's had maybe 1 good attack all game, and every time it fizzles out for them, like that. We could pull a Leverkusen. Yes, we pull a Leverkusen. Geiger, long range for 4. The ref mercifully ends the route. Well, it was deep into extra time anyway. As for our foreign branch, I might be able to justify bumping it up to a level 2 soon. And then after that, I think I'll put the next base in East Asia, because Japan's a good place to expand to in this game. Road trip against Stuttgart now. It's probably a dumb idea for me to change the formation after such a resounding success, but that's exactly what I've done. Ryan was finally in good enough form to justify starting a game, but I didn't want to drop Binns when he still pulled up well after his brace. Stuttgart. He missed. The cross from Binns. Baumgart blocked. A follow-up move. Alert, but Beckerath gets there first. Saved. Second half now. That was a big switch of play. Oh, they get the goal that they lost out on in the first half. Mario Gomez. It's not looking too great for us. Grongche with another good run here. Although he does dribble it out. Still, it's looking increasingly likely that we're heading for our first loss. And only 5 points. Well, now it's definitely going to be a loss. 2-0 the final scoreline, and only 5 competition points in a month where it felt like we played really well, which demonstrates the penalty of blowing those leads. The good news is that Ars had a very bad month, so we are ahead of them in the standings. Nonetheless, I liked what I saw. I think there is potential in this team to finish maybe top half of the table if we're lucky, but at least in the middle third.